We have already transformed the way the world operates. And now I believe we have a chance to do it all again. To be the great explorers of the next era.
Hello, everyone. I have a confession to make. I was initially going to talk about my own field of frontier materials today. But in the past 2 days at Mobile Congress, and looking at the amazing range of different technologies around us, I decided to talk about something else. I decided to talk about something that is very close and near to my heart these days, which is the age of exponential technologies. So I'm going to go rogue and off script, and I'm going to talk to you about the new age that is coming. You can almost feel it in the air, can't you? Especially in the next and the last 2 years. Something is in the air. It's almost palpable. We are about to enter a new age. We are about to enter the age of exponential technologies. We are at a pivotal point in the history of humankind, where a few key areas of technology have finally reached a certain point of maturity, namely genomics, frontier materials and nanoassembly, quantum, and of course, AI and machine learning. They have reached a certain point of maturity where now not only they are dramatically going to be accelerating the development of one another, but that they are right now merging into each other. And they're creating hybrid areas of development that we did not predict before. No longer the compute industry is separate from biology, where mycelium and network of mushrooms could be used as a computational power. Or no longer quantum is separate from music. In one of the collaborative works that we did last year at PuzzleX, what you're listening to right now is the sound of an expression of a stem cell gene translated by a quantum computer. Or the cosmetic industry and the hair dye industry merging with the telecommunication industry, with graphene hair dyes being able to make your hair conductive and potentially being able to use it as a transceiver and receiver of information. In a sense, it's going to be a sensory extension of your body. These are only a few examples of what is about to come. At the age of exponential technologies, fields are going to be merging into one another. No longer you can look at the energy industry or oil and gas industry without looking at the bigger picture of what is about to come. The linear models of prediction of where an industry going, mobility, telecommunication, no longer will work. We need exponential models that allow us to look at each of these pieces together in a bigger picture for us to understand and have the foresight of what is coming. And that is why at PuzzleX we bring those pieces in one place to look at what is about to come to your industry. And what are those pieces of exponential technologies that are going to be impacting you in the way that you might not have predicted before. And that is also why we are here today partnering with Mobile Congress and GSMA to bring you some of those game changers, some of those pieces of the future. And I'm going to spend the next few minutes sharing some of the pieces that I personally find fascinating and we believe as an industry that are going to be game changers in the next few decades to come. And of course, I'm going to put that little spin on it because I was supposed to talk about materials. I'm going to talk about the game changers in the world of atoms and molecules, or what we call the metaverse. The technologies that would enable a spinach to send an email, or the graphene brain interfaces where not only would enable us to be able to cognitively understand what we're talking, what we're thinking, and translate that into text, but also be able to stimulate organs, not from the organ itself, but from the command center. And to the magnificent work that is being done these days in genomics and DNA. The work of George Church and Val, where they resurrected the cells of an extinct woolly mammoth, and they made a meatball with it. They did that. You can't eat it, though. And to another work that we covered last year, collaborative work we're very proud of, where we collected the brain waves of some of our speakers at PuzzleX, and we stored the information not in a hard drive, not somewhere in the cloud, not in a data server. We stored the information inside a strand of DNA. There exists right now a strand of DNA that includes the brain waves of some of the thought leaders in our world. And lastly, one of the works that we also covered 2 years ago, the first demonstration of synthetic biointelligence, and now the field of organoid intelligence, which is popping, is amazing. Where we connected from Barcelona on the stage, in the same building, to Australia, to activate a bunch of brain cells sitting in a petri dish to learn live how to play a game of Pong with us. These are only a few examples of what is coming our way. Magnificent things are on the way. And it is my pleasure today to invite you to listen to some of those other pieces of the game changers here on the stage. And with that, I would like to ask you to join me in welcoming Jim Duchovny, the CEO of Aleph Aeronautics, that I can see it. Please welcome Jim.